Hello and welcome to You Beauty, the podcast for your face. I am Sarah Marie Fard and today we have Kelly McCarren. We're going to be going through her bag because we are talking hair and body.
I have brought with me 3 of my favorite body care products and 3 of my favorite hair products to do a bit of a show and tell everyone about today. And some of them are kind of like everyone knows, like duh, but some of them are like, what?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you've brought the random products
I did.
today.
One in particular, I reckon you're just going to be like, what is that product?
Okay, well, I need to see. So what are we going to start? Are we doing hair or are we doing body now?
Let's start off with hair first.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to kick things off with the random weird products. Oh, have you heard of this?
Oh, I wanted to try this so hard. I've seen the reel where the chick with the blonde hair and the dark roots.
So it is the Boulderfly Enhanced Hairline Powder. Okay. You might have seen an ad for it because we both saw the ad for it. I got suckered in and I was like, I must try that. Listen, the ad does make it look a little bit more spectacular than what it is. Okay. But I'm going to show you in real time how it works. It was so cool. So you get it from Amazon. It's really hard to get in light blonde. You can easily get like the browner shades. The browns are always available, but the light blonde shades are really hard. But you can also get red. Every single hair shade is available. And the idea is that it's just like going to cover either your grays or your roots. So it's a root touch-up product.
Okay.
But it comes in a little, what would you even call this? A container. And on the bottom it's got like this little powder puff. And on the top is the product and then a little mirror. But the mirror is tiny.
Can you use it now?
Yeah, I've got.
Because you've got I'm so excited because I wanted to try this so bad.
That's why I brought it in.
But I didn't know if it actually worked.
Yes,
okay.
It does. Okay. Now, if you are listening to this, I have got about an inch of regrowth and it's quite dark. See?
Okay, so it lightens it.
It lightens it. It doesn't cover it.
It is not like
the
ad.
Like I said, it's not like the ad at all, but it lightens it. So it just makes it less aggressive. So I love it so much because, and you can obviously like make it lighter. Like you can keep going in and like add more product on. But I just really hate, some people like the regrowth look. I don't like it. I find it very harsh and quite aggressive. So I just really love that it lightens it a little bit just so my regrowth doesn't look as dark. In the ads, it makes it look like it covers the regrowth completely.
Like it's like a streak. Like if you picture like Storm from X-Men, do you remember how she's got those streaks? So that's the way it looked like in the ad. Like she did a line, but I can totally see. So if you're going to style your hair or go out, it softens it up.
It softens it so someone isn't like, dear Lord, that lady needs to get her roots done. It's more like
it blends it.
So it's
not
more
harsh. So like actually look at the camera because if you kind of do it, it's kind of like split where you've got it, where you've applied it.
If you
and then
look
the
at
other
my hair
part
there,
where you don't.
It'd just be more dark and aggressive.
Yeah, it does actually blend it nice.
How stark the difference is between the dark hair and then the bleach.
Yes.
So it just softens everything.
It actually really does because you've got the warmth in between. You've got like kind of the 3 shade.
Well,
you've got
that's a mistake. Let's not draw attention to that. That was because I decided to do blonde at home.
It's going to sound so bitchy, but I was about
You're
to say.
Like, that's your orange bit in between. We don't talk about that. My hairdresser asked me not to ever repeat that instance again where I just like was unhinged on a Tuesday and thought, I'm going to do my own roots.
You did your own roots and you're blonde?
I thought it was a smart idea. To be fair, I mean, honestly, the hairdressers in my comments that were just like acting as if I'd performed open heart surgery on myself, it is just hair. But I am still suffering from the consequences of it, yes.
Have you seen those videos where people they like bleach their own roots and then it burns the hair off?
Yeah, well.
And it literally has pieces, like it's melted the pieces off.
You have to leave it on longer than the packet says for it to bleach, but you also can't because then your hair falls off.
Yes.
That's why you trust a hairdresser because they are looking for it turning and then turning into jelly and lamp. So don't, not highly recommended. Okay, so my next product, I didn't bring it in for show and tell, but it needs to be talked about. It is the Dyson Airwrap.
Oh, we are both Dyson-y girls.
We are both Dyson girls, except
ends.
you're the Air Straight and I'm the Air Wrap.
How dare you not bring your Air Wrap?
Well, I just couldn't be bothered. It's very bulky. $850, so expensive. I put off getting one for years. Mm-hmm. And I went to Dyson events. I hosted a Dyson event and I was still like on the side going, oh, it's just really expensive.
Surely they could have sent it.
Well, through
Dyson,
the hosting
guys.
and everything, they did not. totally fine. And I just put it off because I was like, oh, it's so much money. It is the best money you can spend on your hair if you have troublesome texture. Texture that you just sort of have problems with taming.
Your length of hair, can you use it on the length? Like, how would you use the Dyson Airwrap? Because my sister's got it and she loves hers, and I love the way it looks on her because it does look like a blow dry, like the brush blow dry kind of thing. But I've only ever used it on my fringe when I had kind of like a fringy kind of look, and I just couldn't picture using it on my whole head because I got so much long hair.
It doesn't take as long as you think. I thought exactly the same thing.
Okay.
And I also, when I first started, it just comes down to practice and not that much practice. Like that sounds really hard work, but you just sit down a couple of times, give it a go, learn the wrist techniques and that sort of thing. It's like second nature. I love using mine. I use mine I shouldn't say every, but 9 out of 10 times I wash my hair, I use the Airwrap afterwards.
Okay. Especially with it being such an investment. You kind of like want to make sure it's right for you.
Oh, it is so good. Well, then I ended up actually, they did send me one after that. So I've popped it aside because it will be quite a nice gift for someone. But it is like, I have very curly hair, but because I've bleached it, it's like fluff. So it's kind of like Hagrid. Did you ever watch Harry Potter? You know that like fluffy.
I watch it on repeat because my son loves Harry Potter.
So you know that just fluffy big hair.
Like
but
if you were to brush my hair now,
yes,
it becomes like a mane, like a fluffy line mane.
Exactly. It's not people say, oh, you've got curls. I'm like, no. It's not. I don't. The curly girl method won't work on me because I have bleached it too. Yeah. So it's very curly, but then it just goes fluffy straight away. So if I let it air dry naturally, not good.
Yeah. Okay. It's too dry. There's no lack of moisture in it.
Too fluffy. And it just gets very large. So I use the Dyson Air Straight, even just to like the brush head, just to brush it.
So wait, so how many attachments does it come? What does it come with? So it comes with 6 attachments. So what are the attachments?
It comes with the Coanda blow dry head. So if you just wanted to give your hair a loose blow dry.
Is that like the round, semi-round thing?
No,
or
it's
just
not round.
Regular?
It's literally just like a head.
Oh, okay.
I should have brought it so I could show you the different heads what they did. And then there's 2 different brush heads for like one's for more smoothing and one's for more straightening.
Okay.
So just depending on like sort of how straight you want your hair. Then there's like the actual blow dry brush. So that's kind of if you wanted to do a loose sort of blow dry. And then you've got the 2 Airwrap heads that you think of when you think of an Airwrap. So they're the 2 curlers. So one is a thinner barrel and one is a thicker barrel.
See, I didn't realize it had so many attachments. So you are getting use.
If you use them.
If you're going to
use my sister got one with points a couple of months ago and she was like, it's the best investment because she has hair texture like mine. Mm-hmm. So just so your hair looks like you didn't just go through the car wash.
Yes.
Or a wind tunnel all the time. It just is so easy to use and it is quick. Like I can do my whole head in 10 minutes.
Oh, that's
not
really
curls,
good.
but like from wet to dry, and I've got a lot of hair. So that is number 2. I absolutely love my Dyson Airwrap.
Yeah, it's this number 3. I'm curious.
My last one with the hair products is this very manky.
Oh, she's still got some hair in her.
Very old Tangle Teaser.
She's still got hair in there.
This brush is disgusting. I should probably throw it out and invest in a new one. They're $30 full price. This is just the wet brush, and I use it every single day, multiple times a day. I have got quite a few brushes that I'm huge fans of, but this one I've had for 6 or 7 years, and I absolutely flog it, and none of the little things have ever come out. I just clean it every couple of months. You can use it when your hair is wet, which is very important with someone with my hair texture. And it's not going to damage your hair. So that is number 3 because it's just my most used hairbrush.
Can I just say, I actually love Tangle Teaser.
Oh, they're so good.
I have their wet brush, not this wet brush. I don't know if they still have it. It was like...
The round one?
Yeah, it's like a cylinder type of one where the water can just go through. So you're not going to get the mold. So there's no water can get trapped in the brush. And till this day, it doesn't get mold. I have had it for probably longer than 7 years, right? If they've been around that long. It's like when they came out, pretty much, I've had this wet brush and I still use it. Like you said, the bristles haven't gone.
And they don't tight, like it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't
So I can brush
hurt.
the knottiest hair and it does not hurt.
I brush my kids' hair in the bath with it, and my eldest son has the most sensitive scalp. I am so tender-headed as well, but he gets it from his mama, and my hair's really curly. So you got to brush it in the shower when you've got the conditioner in.
Yes, otherwise it would be way too sore.
Yeah, and then you can rinse it in the shower and just leave it to dry. I have to say, Tangle Teaser has nailed it. They used to be on Shark Tank, right?
Did they?
So they went on Shark Tank from memory. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm 100% pretty certain. They went on Shark Tank and they were like, oh, why would a brush be so good? Like, basically. And they've gone on to, at that point in time, have a net worth of $50 million. You know, when they were like rejected.
Wow.
I don't remember if one of them said yes to them, but the other guy, I think it might have been Mark or something, was like, no, he didn't want to invest in it because it's just like a hairbrush. He didn't understand the need for a brush that detangled without hurting you.
And that didn't cost $300.
And that didn't cost yeah, exactly. And now they've got like a kids range. Then they brought out the wet range, and because it used to be just like the one Tangle Teaser before. And yeah,
now you get like heaps of colours and
yeah. They do so well because it actually works. Like, it's just crazy to think like the need for it. And that's how I saw them initially. They were on Shark Tank.
Oh, that's a great backstory. Did not know that.
Yeah, amazing brush. I have to agree with you on that one.
I love it.
That. Love that.
Moving on to body.
Yes.
The first product I want to tell you about I didn't bring in for show and tell because I forgot it because I needed to get a new one from my garage and also it's a bit messy. The L'Occitane Almond Shower Oil.
Okay.
Have you heard about this product?
I have not.
You haven't heard about this?
No.
Okay, this is like a cult product in the U Beauty community. Everyone's always wanting like cheaper alternatives. And I'm like, listen, you can go to Woolworths and get the Thanks to Nature Almond Shower Oil. And it's a good product for, I think it's, $20 or $15 compared to $42 for a pretty small bottle. But there is something about the original that cannot be redone or cannot be duped because it is just the whole experience. What it is it's this gold bottle and you only need a tiny amount. So it's expensive, but you go through a bottle and you also buy the refillable thing. So it's better for the environment every couple of months, if that. Like, you don't need much. And it's an oil, but emulsifies when you mix it with water and turns into a milk.
Oh, lovely.
So you just use it in the shower and it cleans you, it moisturizes you, and it smells beautiful, and it's just a treat. Like, you go into the shower and you just feel like it's a bit of a treat every single day. So it's also a perfect but practical gift for people.
Oh, that's nice. And so when you use it, are you using it as a body wash or are you washing first?
No, body wash.
Okay, you use it as a body wash.
Yes.
Because I remember I love a Kardashian, so I'm pretty sure it might have been Khloe Kardashian or Kylie Jenner, or one of them was saying that when they're about to get out of the shower, they put their body oil on in the shower as a hack.
Yes.
And then they get out of the shower, so it's kind of like
you wash this off.
Yeah, no, I think they might just rinse it, but like they have that feel.
You would wash this one off because it does emulsify and turn into like that milky soap, and it does clean you. So it might get a bit sticky if you just left it on your skin.
Okay, fantastic. I actually have to try this because I have been in my head thinking about this oil and I am so dry. Like, my skin
you need
is
oils.
so like crepey dry at the moment. It's just, I need something to trap. I need something to catch and trap the moisture in there and feel nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know what you mean. It's about the experience. It's like when...
A treat.
It's so silly, right? It's something so small, but like the Aesop hand wash?
Oh.
And that smell?
The smell, and you feel
like... it's an Aesop hand wash.
You do, and when someone's just put some cheap, crappy one in the Aesop
Oh, I do, because I've
bottle.
done that before, and I'm like, no, I think I just need to get the refill. So it's like...
And you just feel, and you also just feel like you've got your life together for some reason.
I feel so bougie.
Oh, totally. I got it as a gift once. It's the only time I've ever had it, and heaven.
If you have me for like Kris Kringle or Secret Santa, I go to Aesop. I'm an Aesop giver. So like, it can be like their toothpaste, their hand creams, their hand and body wash if you've got a new place or whatever. Like, I'm a big Aesop giver because you can get stuff in the like let's say if it's $50 or whatever.
Yeah, and then you
or
put
like
it in a little
30
gift
or-
pack.
Yeah, and it's like perfect.
I would say that the L'Occitane range, like some of the different ranges, including the almond range, is kind of like that. Like you could give the almond shower oil or one of the body products to most people and they would be stoked.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so I'm going to put that on my list.
Next up is a body moisturizer.
Eucerin?
Intensive Repair Lotion. It's kind of hard to get. It's about $38 for 500 mils. You can get it cheaper. You get it on either iHerb or Amazon because it's American. This product I follow like these dermatologists and they sort of go through their favorite products and they really debunk different ingredient myths and those sorts of things. And they said that this was their all-time favorite body moisturizer. So obviously I had to go and find it.
Yeah.
And I've been through several bottles since and I have to say it is outstanding just in terms of moisturizing your skin but also locking it in so it doesn't leave straight away.
Can you cream me?
Wait, oh, damn it, I shouldn't have showed. Wait, leave that for now because I've got something else to show. No, I'll show you on your other arm so you can just rub that in. You can rub it in. It's beautiful.
I'm allowed.
Yeah, you're allowed to. I'll do it on your other arm.
Oh, it's okay. You know what I'll do?
It's also really radiant.
You know where I'm putting this, baby?
On my décolletage.
On my décolletage.
On my titties.
Because remember, your face doesn't stop at your
No, it doesn't.
It goes all the way down to your toots.
Doesn't it feel beautiful?
It's thick. I love it.
It's thick but not too sticky
no,
thick.
it's not sticky thick.
And you only need a little bit. So it's not that cheap. Well, with shipping as well. But
Look
a little
how
bit goes a long
creamy I
way.
look.
Radiant. It's radiant.
Oh, my gosh. That's perfect.
Now, one of my favorite body hacks it's not really a hack, but I will mix my body moisturizer with a body oil because I am very dry.
Okay.
And that's definitely what you should be doing if you're finding that your body is like super dry and scaly. But I've got two different options. So depending on what I'm doing, I will either pop a cheap oil in with my moisturizer. So this is just like a sweet almond oil. Or if I am going out somewhere nice or I just want to feel a little bit special, I'll use a fancy oil. So
Okay.
this is the Ipsum Spa body oil. And I mix in drops. Oh my God, there's hair everywhere over my things today. I mix in a few drops of that with the moisturizer for the most rich, nourished, luxe experience of your life. Your skin will not get dry again if you start doing this every day.
Wow. Okay. I need to redo what I'm doing with my body then.
Seriously. So I'm going to put some in your hand and then you can rub it on yourself.
Okay. Because I've been so obsessed on getting a bit of colour.
Let me put a few drops of oil in.
Yes. Sorry.
So you get the
oil.
full experience. I'll give you the nice one so you've got the smelliness.
Yes,
nice
thank you
smelliness.
for the nice smellies. Oh, God. Oh, it smells like a beauty salon.
It does. This is actually called their spa body oil. They've got a bunch of
Let's
different
get it
oils.
on the elbows, guys. Let's just get
Native plums and sandalwood.
Oh, I see why you mix them together.
See?
What a game changer this is.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Look.
It's honestly, it seems, look at the difference in your arms. It honestly just sounds like, oh yeah, why wouldn't I do that?
Gosh.
But straight away, your skin, the difference is noticeable.
It is so noticeable. How did you even discover that?
I think I was probably just really lazy one day and couldn't be bothered moisturizing, then putting oil on, so I just mixed the two.
I love that. I love when
And then I
you're
was like, why are you not doing this all the time?
Yes, I remember thinking, oh my God, I've run out of something. I think it was a face oil. The first time I used a face oil. And I was like, why don't I use this? I'll give it a try. And I put it on my face and I was like, oh, this is incredible. And I don't even use face oils correctly. I always put them on top of my moisturizer.
That's how you're meant to use them.
No, because like sometimes they're a serum where you're supposed to put it under. And I'm like, I like it on top.
It depends. If it's a traditional oil, it should always go last because it locks everything in.
Okay.
So it's like the thickest thing, so it locks everything in.
I'm thinking more like serum.
Yeah, everyone else, like you can do what you want though, because I mean, you're not supposed to even use them under makeup because it can make it separate. Sometimes I like to mix a little bit in with my foundation. You do what you want.
I've been using oil underneath foundation lately and loving it.
Makes your skin dewy.
I was going to say, but you love a dewy finish.
You know, I love to look a little bit oily.
She loves to be a little shiny, like you can
little bit
skate
of a
on that
dolphin,
face.
just like your arm is now.
100%, like a flapping silk.
Anyway, there are 3 of my favorite body products and 3 of my favorite hair products. So hopefully it's given a few people a bit of food for thought or new products to think about.
I want to know. I mean, you've already said a tip, I think, with the oil and the body
That
cream.
would be my biggest one.
That's your biggest one. But do you have, let's do hair. Do you have a tip for hair, especially being blonde? I mean, it could be any tip, but I mean, like, I feel like as someone who's blonde, there's bound to be blonde people out there who just feel like they always need tips.
My biggest tip would be to buy a cheap mask from the pharmacy, buy whatever's on special before you're going on holidays, and make sure your hair is coated every single strand before you go into the sun or the water when you're on holidays. Because otherwise your hair is like soaking up chlorine, soaking up salt. It's getting dry from the sun, and that way it's just keeping it protected.
Oh, that's really, really good.
And it also won't go green.
Oh, well, that's amazing. And do you have a body tip, or is your big one this moisturizer and oil?
Definitely that. The only other thing that I would say is to make sure that you're not using a loofah or like a body brush or something that is going to gather bacteria in the shower bath. So often those are what people are using, but they're actually a hive for bacteria if you looked at them under a microscope.
I love a loofah.
Oh, we all do.
But I never let mine get manky, and I have this thing about letting them air dry because I'm so paranoid about the bacteria. So I have just been using my exfoliating mitt thing and I put it somewhere to dry. But oh my God, I'm such a sucker.
But maybe even, like, I actually don't know the science behind that, but if you are letting them dry, especially in the sun, that could be killing a lot of bacteria. It's just like, it's the grossest when you're just leaving them in the shower and they just stay moist.
I've been to people's homes and I see, it sounds so nosy. I don't mean to be nosy. I'm going to the toilet.
I'm a nosy person, I do.
And it's just there, right? And all I can see is like, you know, the ones where it's kind of like, not a hand mitt, it's a mitt. You just stick your hand in there, right? And it's like a loofah one side, kind of like a sponge on the other. And I can just see it's like got black edges. Like,
you're making yourself sick, and you're also like putting that bacteria all over your skin, people.
And it's usually at a person's house where like I'm not close enough to be like, babe, what is this?
Just put it in the bin and pretend you don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, like just cut it up and be like, I have no idea. Like I've been makeup brushes. I've
They'll
told
be like,
my
why
girlfriends
is it stuffed inside the bottom of your bin?
Yeah, exactly. It's like just put it on for some gross stuff on top of it, so then never use it again. I'm
Use
just like,
tampon.
Oh, I can't even. Like I just, I can't with stuff like that.
But apart from that, I would definitely just say mixing oil in with your body moisturizer.
I'm going to be doing that tip. I have like learned something.
And if you're going out, add in a little bit of foundation, because then it will just like uniform your skin tone and texture.
Thank you so much. I mean, like
your arm is
my
moisturized.
I'm going to just be
one
like
arm.
One arm is moisturized. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
I love going in your bag.
Oh, I love going in your bag.
It's so nice because like we talk about our own stuff to so many people, but not each other until we get here to save it. And
exactly.
I learned so much stuff from you.
It's so fun. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of You Beauty. Lee and I will be back in your ears tomorrow for Spendy Savey.
Yes, and thank you so much for showing us what's in your bag, Kelly.
Anytime.
Anytime.